There have been a few times when I've been out with my family where I was, really doing plant-based, dairy-free, but I also don't eat eggs. That's just my preference. And sometimes people think, oh, you're vegetarian, you still eat eggs, or you still eat this and that. And there was a miscommunication with that, and they bought something out that I didn't have. I just moved it to the side, and I ate what it is I preferred, and that was that. There have been times when I've ordered something. This could be, through delivery, or I thought something was something else, and I ate it not realizing that it had some cheese in it. There are actual beans right now in stores I've gone to. One of my favorite grocery stores, has like this packet of beans or lentils. And when I first started, eating more plant-based and dairy-free, I used to order it, and I used to order it before that, but then it's like a little packet, $2, and you could either microwave it, or you can put it in hot water, and then you can cut the packet open, and it's no mess, no fuss, right? And I put a side salad on it. Well, when I began to really look at labels, I found out that the reason why it was also so good was because there was cream in it, and so I stopped eating it. Now, I've since made my own version of it, but, I made the mistake of eating it once or twice, or eating things that I didn't know that had something in it. Guess what? It happens. Be kind to yourself. Don't get hard on yourself. Don't get upset, the establishment or the purple or whatever it is. Mistakes happen. It's okay. And that's the other thing. Am I 100% strict on myself? No. I give myself grace, because there are times when I'm in a space where I don't have those options. There are times when I actually want to eat the thing that's not maybe dairy-free, or I want to try it. But if this is something that you want to do 100%, I would say still give yourself grace. Give yourself grace, because things happen. Now, judgment. That comes up a lot. They tell you that, you're going to be judged, and or you won't be judged. Guess what? You're going to get a lot of judgment. That happens. It happens a lot. That happens sometimes from your friends and your family. It's okay. Sometimes you'll get more harsh judgment from people within your own life, close to you, than you will outside. I've found that sometimes people online can be very judgmental. No matter what the case and where it's coming from, it's okay. It is a choice. I would say, allow yourself to be who you are. Don't worry about what other people are saying. And if they're misunderstanding, what your preferences are, or the reasons why you're doing things, you can kindly explain to them what that is. And I would say do it in a way that is kind and gracious, because here's the thing I've noticed in this. I've met a lot of people that claim to be vegan or call themselves vegan that are so strict about it, they're mean, meaning that they're judgmental. They judge other people because other people are eating meat, or because other people are not eating the way they're eating. Not everybody has to do that. Maybe what you can do instead of judgment is show your friends and family, here's some meals that are. I did it in the beginning. I actually had a function or party I went to, and as I was transitioning and eating more dairy, I actually made a dish, and the majority of people that were at this function that was actually at my space were carnivores, hardcore carnivores. And I made this black bean quinoa dish I still make. You're going to find it on this channel as well. And it was polished off. I went to go see if I can get a little bit after tasting it. It was gone. It was completely finished. And they loved it. And it wasn't like it was on a side of meat. It was by itself. They dipped some chips in it. That was it. And it was a hit. And people were still talking about it later on at different functions. So you can introduce your friends and family by even bringing them some foods and having them try it, or maybe even making it and not telling them. Say, hey, this is some muffins I made, and think, oh, that's dairy free. I do that sometimes, but I also be mindful of people's, their own preferences, and I say that because you don't want to make something like, for example, making a walnut muffin like I love to make and bring it to somebody who's allergic to nuts. You don't want to do that. You don't want to also use certain grains and flours to someone who has celiac disease. You want to be mindful of that. So just as much as you want them to respect what you're doing, also, check in with them as well. But you could also kindly introduce those things that you like. So that's what I would suggest. I said this before, and I'll keep saying it again. Drink your water. No matter what diet you're on or way of living, I always suggest drinking water. And I say it because you want to, no matter what you're doing and intaking, to keep yourself hydrated. You know, I'm not a big fan of flavored water and adding too much stuff to it. You know, maybe during the summertime you can add some lemon or some lime to it. That's fine. But good old water, H2O, by itself is good for you. You know, drink as much as you can. There are recommendations that are out there, and you can follow those guidelines for yourself, but you'll know for yourself what you need. Everyone is different. The other thing is that it's absolutely the best for everyone. Everyone should be on it. No, I don't believe that a plant-based and a vegan diet is for everyone. I'm going to say that I don't believe it's for everyone. Do I love it? Yes. Am I on it sometimes? Yes, a lot. As I stated in the beginning, it is the majority of, you know, the way I eat. However, I don't think it's for everyone. I do not think it's for everyone. And I say that because there are people who cannot be vegan or won't be vegan because of their culture and pressures from that, because of the cost. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. Because of their health. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to address the cost issue. Oh, being plant-based is something that, you know, they like to say, oh, it's expensive. What they don't tell you is that it's not. It's actually sometimes more cost effective than not eating that way, than not eating plant-based or dairy-free, you know, or vegan. It can be very cost effective. What is costly sometimes are exotic ingredients or specialty ingredients. You know, if you're buying 2 carrots from the grocery store, that's not expensive. Unless you're going to the specialty store where you get the organic bag of peeled, of already peeled baby carrots. That may be more costly. Just buy some regular carrots. You know, you can buy some legumes, some lentils, some grains in bulk, you know, or you can buy them in a bag and just get as much as you need. You don't have to buy a bunch. You know, things like tofu aren't that expensive. Mushrooms can be a little bit more expensive, but guess what? Shop around a little bit. And if it gets too expensive, guess what you can do? You can grow your own. There are kits out there online, and there are people who can teach you how to grow your own mushrooms. I'm gonna do that one day. But, and there are options. Here's what I will give you as a tip. I love oyster mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms can be expensive, and sometimes you can't find them everywhere. You know where I found them pretty at cost or a good price? I go to some Asian markets. I found an Asian market in my city, and I've actually gotten a big container, more than I can use sometimes, for maybe 10 bucks, the most 12. Whereas in the store, a little package can cost me $5. So you see the difference? Now, I may only need 1 or 2 packages, but buying that amount, you know, sometimes more cost effective if I'm making it for more people. So you weigh it out, but it doesn't have to be expensive. Grains and rice and quinoa is not that expensive. You know, especially if you're getting it, let's say in bulk, or you're just getting what you need, you know, and you can go to different stores where you can find more cost effective. Trader Joe's is actually a great option. Hey y'all, so my camera died. My apologies. But all I was trying to say is that you should shop around, look around. Trader Joe's is a good option for buying items in smaller quantities. Costco's a place to go, for example, if you want a quinoa, 3 to 5 pound bag, about $11 to $13. It's a great value. But yeah, shop around, look at your local markets, maybe even the farmers markets, and know that it doesn't cost a lot to have a healthy plant-based lifestyle. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you want more information, more insight, and we continue to have this conversation together, and I can share some more tips on where to go and things that I find, just click the link in my bio, join my free VIP group. Look forward to seeing you in there. Thank you once again for watching, and you have a wonderful day.